Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. Notification bell so you know when I'm posting videos. Sharing. Thank you. Go to the links below and you can follow me. You can go to my Patreon and become a patron. You can go to Teespring and buy a t-shirt. Thanks for that. Doing a divine circus reading, the potential impeachment of Donald Trump. Last week I did a reading for a potential war with Iran. If you want to go watch that. So what I do out of this book, it has a spread called Bearded Lady. The layout helps us challenge our preconceived notions and open to a completely different opinion about what is possible. If we are going to do this layout, then we need to be prepared to feel a bit confused by the answer given, at least at first. This is a sign that what we think is possible or our opinion about a situation is being challenged. This layout is to help us flip things on their head and consider the entire situation from a different angle. In doing so, we may well realize that it's already sorting itself out perfectly, and we just need to revise our thinking to work with the situation at hand constructively. Think of our issue, then one at a time, ask each question as I shuffle the cards. Choose one for each question and place that card in an appropriate position as shown. Once you've completed the card layout, state your issue again and read one at a time each individual question, followed by the message in the guidebook that relates to the card we have chosen to answer the question. This will create a reading that will help challenge and break through stuck thought patterns and preconditioned notions and invite us to think more creatively about the issue and be open to the unexpected help of the universe. So what is our approach or attitude towards potential impeachment of Donald Trump up until now? There's the first card. Second card. What is an even better approach for us to take to resolve this potential impeachment of Donald Trump? What do we need to know what do we need to know that we don't know about this potential impeachment of Donald Trump? What can we know about the twist of fate that has in store for us with this potential impeachment of Donald Trump? What does the universe most want us to understand about this potential impeachment of Donald Trump right now? First card. What is our approach or attitude towards this issue of with this potential impeachment of Donald Trump up until now? We got Brilliant Virgin. Number 5. In a world where we are bombarded daily with different opinions and ideas, remain true to you and your own point of view is nothing short of brilliant. Let go of confusion, distortion, comparison, and compromise. You do not need to compare yourself to another or measure up to anyone or anything else. What matters to you and your successful life journey is to be in touch with your own truths. You know what you feel. No matter what anyone else says or believes, stay true to you. We need to be bold of heart and have a lot of faith when there is an idea within us yet to be manifested in the world. We have to trust in what we see in our hearts, even if sometimes the eyes in our heads see things rather differently. We have to trust that the inner vision, the hope, the dream within us is going to be strong enough to stand the rigors of birth and be able to come to life in the world. Sometimes we have to trust that we are enough, that we have goodness, value, and worth, and so are worth the time, effort, patience, and commitment required to transform our ideas into realities. The Oracle of the Brilliant Virgin brings you a message. Stay true to you and your course. Do not allow yourself to be swayed by another, no matter how well-meaning their intentions may be or how impressive their arguments may seem. You see, know, feel, believe in something that is good, pure and true, that needs to come in life in this world. It is meant to be original, so people may not get it straight away. It is meant to happen through you because you understand it in a way that others may not. This could be a choice to do with health, lifestyle, relationships, money, or work. It could also be a project, an idea, a creative expression, dream, or vision that you are growing in your heart. There are times when it's wise to open up to creative collaborations and to compromise for a group venture or to move ahead. This is not one of those times. Don't be afraid. Some people believe that unless you compromise, success cannot happen. This is not true for you at this time. So do not water down the strength of your vision, your dream. You are meant to be birthing something unique into being. The world needs your originality. Pray for courage. Trust yourself. Healing trick. To help you take the wisdom offered and put it to best use in your life now, do this healing trick to clear obstacles in putting this guidance into place. Can you find a white scarf, piece of clothing, or towel? If not, you can imagine you have such a thing in your hands for this healing trick. Say aloud, I trust myself, I trust my dreams and my visions. I trust in what is different and unique and original in me. I have enough courage, strength, patience, and trust to stay true to myself, so my visions and dreams will come to life in the world. The right opportunities, people, and situations are attracted to the originality of my undiluted dreams. There is brilliance in me, and I don't need to compare myself or compromise on what truly matters to me. I just need to be myself, and all else happens according to the graceful help of the universe. Hold up your white cloth, real or imaginary. Drape it over your head, maybe cover your eyes with it if you like. Imagine, visualize, feel, and pretend that a waterfall of white light infuses your white cloth and is pouring over your head. Do this for several moments. Then say aloud, my thoughts, my beliefs, my visions, and my dreams are pure and protected. They are untouched by negative influence. I remain true to my heart and soul always, so be it. If you have used a white cloth, you may like to place it where you can see it. As a confidence boost and reminder to trust in your own brilliance, you have completed your healing trick. Affirmation. Say the following affirmation aloud to boost the power of this message and to integrate into your body, mind, and soul. You can say it morning and or evening for a few days or even a few months, or just at the end of your healing trick. I am original and true to the purity of my heart. My dreams are uniquely my own. I stay true to my course and until all I dream of comes to life in the world, with the universe helping me every step of the way. Alright, so the next card. What is an even better approach for us to take to resolve this issue? Steampunk Priestess. Number 7. One, two, three. Trust in what you see. 4, 5, 6. The truths behind the tricks. 7, 8, 9. Clarity divine. You shall see what you need to see at the perfect moment. It shall be. Appearances can deceive, yet when the time is right, incisive intuition slices through the illusion and the truth hits you between the eyes. That is the perception of reality behind the illusion. You know it when you experience it, and you know that you have a trust in what you see. So give yourself permission to acknowledge and accept the power of those insights. Don't talk yourself out of the truth. Intuition might only last for a second, and yet it can change the way you look at things forever, setting you on a more authentic course and allowing for changes to take place that you might have previously believed were impossible. The steampunk priestess comes to you when there is more to something or someone than initially meets the eye. You might need to look closer to understand what is happening, or to trust in what you are already perceiving, even if a part of you doubts it, because the truth of the matter in such cases would be so at odds with superficial appearances. She reminds you to trust your insight, no matter how startling, surprising, or shocking that intuitive hit might be. She also brings a reminder to get focused on what matters to you. Then you won't lose precious energy by either worrying about what could go wrong or trying to sort something out in your head. When the time is right, even the most confusing situation is going to come into focus, and your understanding of the matter and what you need to do or not do will be crystal clear. Set an intention for clarity. You can do this with the healing trick below, and trust in what you see. Healing trick. To help you take the wisdom offered and put it to best use in your life now, do this healing trick to clear obstacles to putting this guidance into place. Be seated comfortably and rest your dominant hand, the one you use to write with, on your chest over your heart. The other non-dominant hand can lightly touch your forehead and just slightly above the center point between your eyebrows. Relax and breathe in and out several times. You might like to close your eyes for a few moments whilst you do this. When you are ready, say this aloud. My intention is clear. I see all I need to see. I free myself in heart and mind to look beyond the surface of things to witness the deeper reality. When you are ready, relax your hands back to a resting position. You have a particular issue you would like to see more clearly, then you can say also, the unconditionally loving eye of my heart shows me the truth in the matter of potential impeachment of Donald Trump. With gratitude and relaxation, I receive the insights I need for understanding and resolution. According to divine grace and divine timing, so be it. Now you will gaze at the oracle card and relax. Focus gently on the central circle between the two circular frames of her glasses. Imagine, feel, visualize, or pretend that it becomes filled with light and sends a beam of light into your forehead at the point just above where your eyebrows meet. Imagine, feel, visualize, or pretend that you have a circular light shining in your forehead now. It feels cool and clear, open and bright, but relaxed too. You have completed the healing tricks. Your job now is to trust in the insights that come to you, perhaps out of the blue or when you aren't really thinking of your issue at hand. Affirmations. Say the following affirmation aloud to boost the power of this message, to integrate it into your body, mind, and soul. You can say it morning and or evening for a few days or even a few months, or just at the end of your healing trick. The eye of love in my heart and the eye of light in my head show me the truths most helpful for me to see at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I feel relaxed and comfortable, trusting in what I see when I see it. So the third card, what do we need to know that we don't know about this potential impeachment of Donald Trump? Guest of honor. Number 22. Guest of honor. Have you ever felt like you were on the outside looking in? Maybe like everyone else has found their place, really belonging to someone or something, having set themselves up for life, with you still working out how to just get past the security guards at the front gate. It's time for your outsider status to change. You are invited into the inner circle. There are times to break free from the crowd, to stand alone and have the courage to be the outsider. If you are brave enough to endure the times when you feel like you don't fit in, you gain a precious treasure. This is the ability to know who you really are and to learn to love that self. When you are solid in your self-esteem and your self-knowledge, the powers you have developed as an outsider, including different viewpoints and ways of understanding the world, can be brought back to the rest of the world to be shared, to create a better world for all. It's a bit like a soul version of sharing your holiday pictures with the family after a big adventure. Opening up their minds to other worlds and maybe even inspiring them to take their own journey. Sounds familiar to what I'm going through. But if you've spent long enough on the outside, on the fringe of life, perhaps leaving people behind, it can take some intention and attention to change course. You might have become used to being the lone wolf or standing so apart from the crowd that there's no one else around you that will have served a purpose, but you're invited to shift your ways now, from setting yourself apart to returning with that wisdom to share with others. It means believing you can sail straight past the security guards at the door, straight into the most deliciously wonderful party, and into the VIP room at the Century. It's your time for acceptance at a greater level because you are safe. You have learned to accept yourself so you'll not hand your power over to others, as though their approval means more to you than your own self-possession. You can be amongst the crowd and take your rightful place there, yet still be an individual very much at home, belonging and sharing your treasures with others, still exactly who you are in truth. The Oracle of Guest of Honor brings a message. You are going to be offered pride of place in something that matters a lot to you. Accept it. It is time to feel as though you have been chosen and that you belong. Healing trick. To help you take the wisdom offered and put it to best use in your life now, do this healing trick to clear obstacles to putting this guidance into place. Imagine, visualize, feel, or pretend that there is a big invitation before you. It is on a scroll with fancy lettering and a big red wax seal. Open it. It has your name in huge swirling letters on it, and it says, "You're invited. Can you feel excited about this? Happy. Will you accept the invitation? Say this aloud. I belong. I have pride of place. A place that only I can fill. I am one of a kind, yet I belong to humanity. I am invited to take my place at the feast of life. I accept my invitation. I will partake with relish. Let's party. You have finished your healing trick. Affirmation. Say the following affirmation aloud to boost the power of this message and to integrate into your body and mind and soul. You can say it morning and or evening, a few days or even a few months, or just at the end of your healing trick. Every door I wish to open for me does so at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I am invited to all that life has to offer, and I accept it with joy in my heart. And that was, what do we need to know that we don't know about this potential impeachment of Trump? Is he's the guest of honor? Oh my gosh. Maybe. We'll see. That's what I'm getting a reading for. So the next card, what can we know about the twist of fate that life has in store for us with this potential impeachment of Donald Trump? What's this? The Velvet Queen. Number 25. A rare prize is to be bestowed upon us. The universe is confusing that the most luscious dreams of your heart are being nurtured into manifestation. To this end, you shall be given a saving grace and an intervention if needs be, to be open to receive, surrender doubt in favor of unconditional trust. Through your trust and optimism, you make it easier for the universe to give you a most deserved gift. A rare prize is worth the effort to attain it. Your efforts will need to include loving discipline. Loving discipline is not about trying to bend the world according to your will, but rather about rating yourself to align with the spirit of what you want to receive. To receive rather than an attempt to take by force requires strength, trust, spiritual intelligence, and courage. It is easier to try and force things from a fearful place, but it is more effective and empowering to learn how to attract and receive through consciously chosen surrender. This allows the universe to do its best work for you. To surrender is not about passivity, but doing all we can do and then trusting life enough to let go and allow the outcome to be what it will. Surrendering is not giving up. It's about trusting that there is a great and generous intelligence expressing itself through our lives, and if open to it, great treasures are bestowed upon us. So the discipline spoken of here is about changing your consciousness. It asks you to release issues around self-worth. Why should you not be empowered and assisted by the universe to create a life that fills you with joy and feels just right for you? Of course you should, can, and will be. Release any lack of self-worth and that would get in the way of your opening and complete trust to the universe. The Velvet Queen assists in shifting the mind from scarcity to prosperity consciousness, where we feel we can receive precious gifts with an easy, open attitude, neither holding on to them out of fear nor pushing them away out of shame or guilt. When she enters your life, she brings a sign of abundance headed your way. This might manifest itself in many and varied ways: in financial wealth, career opportunities, increased love and affection in your relationships, or a sense of living in the rich fullness of life, spirituality as well as emotionally and materially. She also indicates a prize that is worth attaining. It is said that the sweetest fruit is at the top of the tree and therefore worth the climb. The velvet